Most business owners think they lost the deal in the pitch. They didn't. They lost it in the follow-up, or more accurately, they lost it because there was no follow-up. No system, no cadence, no plan for what happens after that first conversation ends. Today, I'm going to fix that for you. Here's what typically happens. You have a great conversation with a prospect, there's real interest, real potential, and then life happens. You get busy, they get busy, a week goes by, then two, and by the time you think about following up, it feels awkward. You don't want to seem pushy, you don't know what to say, so you just don't say anything. And that deal that was almost yours goes somewhere else. Not because your offer wasn't good enough, not because the timing was wrong, because you didn't have a system. So let me give you one. I call it the 3-touch follow-up system. 3 intentional touch points, each one with a clear purpose, each one moving the conversation forward. Let's break it down. Touch 1 happens within 24 hours of your first conversation. This is not a just checking in message. Nobody wants to be checked in on. This is a value touch. You're giving them something useful before they've paid you a single dollar. It could be a resource relevant to what you discussed, a quick insight specific to their situation, or simply a recap of what you talked about and what the clear next step looks like. And here's what separates a good follow-up from a forgettable one. Personalize it. Reference something specific from your conversation, a challenge they mentioned, a goal they shared, a detail that tells them, I was paying attention to you. Not just sending a template to a list. When your prospect feels seen, heard, and understood, they don't just remember you, they trust you. The goal of touch 1 is simple. Show them you were listening. That alone sets you apart from everyone else they talked to that week. Touch 2 happens 3 to 5 days later. Short, direct, and human. Something like, hey, did you get a chance to look at what I sent you? Happy to answer any questions. That's it. You're not selling here. You're not pitching again. You're just staying present. Most of your competitors dropped off after 1 touch. You're still here. That matters. Touch 3 comes 5 to 7 days after touch 2. This is where you create clarity, not pressure. Clarity. Something like, I want to respect your time and mine. Are you still interested in moving forward? If the timing isn't right, no problem at all. Just let me know either way. You're giving them permission to say no. And here's what happens when you do that. People respect it. They either move forward or they tell you where they actually are. Either way, you have your answer and you can stop chasing. Now here's a piece most people skip. Knowing the framework isn't enough. If it lives in your head, it's not a system. You need to build this into how your business actually operates. That means a simple tracker, even a spreadsheet that shows you every open conversation, where each one is in the follow-up sequence and what the next action is. It means templating your messages so your team can send them, not just you. It means setting a weekly rhythm where follow-up gets done, not when you remember, but because the system says it's time. That's when follow-up stops being something you have to think about and starts being something your business just does. I worked with a service-based business client, strong reputation, great at what they did, but their pipeline was unpredictable. Some months were full, other months they were scrambling. When we looked at their follow-up process, there wasn't one. They were following up when they remembered, which meant they weren't really following up at all. We built a simple 3-touch system, templated the messages, built a tracker, set a weekly follow-up block on the calendar. Within 60 days, their close rate went up, their pipeline became predictable, and they stopped losing deals they didn't even know they were losing. Tiny steps, mighty results. If your follow-up is inconsistent or non-existent, this is a systems problem and it's fixable. The first step is to set up a systems console. We look at where your pipeline is breaking down and build the structure to fix it. The link to book is in the description below. If this video was useful, subscribe, because this is exactly what we do here. Practical systems, real structure, no fluff. I'm Rina Mora, and I'll see you in the next one.